The struggle you are in right now is not a punishment. It is a preparation. It is God shaping you, molding you, testing the weight of your faith before he gives you the blessing that your name is already written on. See, sometimes we think God forgot about us because life hurts too much. The prayers feel unanswered and the nights stretch longer than our strength. But let me tell you something. The pain you feel is not proof that God left. It is proof that he is still working, because God never wastes pain. He never breaks a person unless he intends to rebuild them stronger than before. There was a time in my life when I thought I was done. I thought I lost too much, failed too many times, cried too many tears. I begged God to take the pressure off, but he didn't. He let me go through it because he knew that pressure creates diamonds. He knew that struggle creates strength. He knew that when I came out, I wouldn't just shine, I would testify and tell somebody else what he can do, and that's what he's doing in you right now. You may not see it yet, but God is building something behind the scenes, in silence and struggle and sleepless nights and heartbreak, in those quiet moments where you whisper to yourself, I know I can't take it anymore. See, every blessing carries a weight. Every calling carries a cost. And before God can trust you with destiny, he has to train you in difficulty. He will strip away your comfort. He will allow confusion. He will test your patience because he wants to know, can you still praise him when the promise hasn't arrived? Can you still believe when nothing makes sense? Can you still show up when it feels like nobody sees you? That's what separates those who dream from those who are chosen. You see, when Joseph was thrown in the pit, he didn't know that pit was the path to the palace. When David was running from Saul, he didn't know that the caves were shaping his crown. When Moses was hiding in the desert, he didn't know that the wilderness was preparing his words for destiny. When Jesus was on the cross, he didn't curse his pain. He completed his purpose. Your struggle right now, it's not random. It's divine preparation. You think God has forgotten, but he hasn't. He's hiding you because what he's building in you needs privacy before exposure. You are still in the workshop stage. That's why it feels lonely. That's why nobody understands you. That's why doors close, because he's protecting you from premature promotion. Sometimes rejection is protection. Sometimes delay is direction. Sometimes isolation is elevation. God is not saying no. He's saying not yet. The problem is we want harvest without planting. We want victory without battle. We want peace without pressure. But you can't get glory without the grind. You can't see destiny without the desert. You can't walk into the promise without going through the pain. The struggle you are in is not the end of you. It is the evidence that God is near, because if the devil is fighting you this hard, it's only because he knows what's coming. If attacking your mind, your peace, your family, your purpose, it's because he's terrified of what's about to break through. See, God doesn't choose the qualified. He qualifies the chosen, and qualification often looks like breaking. God will take you through storms to teach you how to stand. He will close doors to teach you how to pray. He will silence people to teach you how to listen to his voice, because when it's your time, no man, no system, no situation can stop it. Let me tell you something about God's timing. He doesn't move on your clock. He moves on his covenant. You are asking when, but he is saying, trust me, I'm not late. I'm aligning the details. I'm working on your character. I'm preparing hearts you haven't even met yet. You are frustrated because it looks like nothing is happening, but heaven is busy arranging everything for the moment your name is called. Some of you right now walking through fire and you're wondering why God won't pull you out, but he's not pulling you out because he's making you fireproof. He's teaching you that the same flames meant to destroy you will refine you and make you shine brighter, because when you come out, you won't even smell like smoke. People will look at you and wonder how you made it. And you'll say it was God all along. There's somebody listening right now who feels like giving up. You've prayed, you fasted, you've cried, and you felt empty. But don't stop you on too close to quit. The enemy wants you to surrender before you see what God promised. Don't you dare give up because you're tired. You've come too far to go back. You've cried too long to stay the same. This is not the season to run. This is a season to rise, because the struggle you're in is the evidence that something is about to shift. Sometimes God will let you hit rock bottom, not to destroy you, but to show you that he is the rock at the bottom. Sometimes he will let everything fall apart so that you can finally stop leaning on people and start leaning on people and start leaning on him. He will strip away your plan to show you his purpose. He will remove when you thought you needed to give you what you truly deserve. And when he restores you, it will be in such a way that you'll forget the pain that built you You may not realize it, but you are in the middle of a miracle. It's just disguised as a mess. See, the caterpillar thinks life is over when it's wrapped in darkness, but that's the very moment transformation begins. You are in your cocoon stage right now. You are being reshaped, renewed, refined, and when it's over, you won't crawl anymore. You'll fly. God's blessings require God's process, and sometimes this process hurts. You'll lose people you thought were forever. You'll face battles you didn't start. You'll question your worth, but every scar is proof that you survived what was meant to destroy you. Every tear is a seed that will one day turn into joy. Every delay is a reminder that God's not done yet. Don't let pain trick you into thinking purpose is gone. Don't let loneliness convince you that you are forgotten. Don't let fear silence the faith that's still whispering inside you. I know it's hard. I know the weight feels too heavy. I know the knots feel endless, but God has not forgotten your name. He has not forgotten your tears. He has not forgotten your tears. He has not forgotten your prayers. He's preparing you for what he promised. The struggle is not a sign that you're cursed. It's a sign that you're chosen. It means heaven has invested in you. It means God sees something in you. That's what the fight. It means you carry a destiny too great to stay ordinary. So he's stretching you, breaking you, remolding you so that when you walk into your next season, you won't just survive it. You'll own it. There will come a day when all of this will make sense. The tears, the pain, the waiting, the confusion, the prayers that seemed unanswered. You'll look back and say, now, I see why God did it. That way now I see why it had to hurt now. I see why they left now. I see why the door closed. Because if they stayed, you wouldn't have grown. If it didn't hurt, you wouldn't have healed. If it didn't break you, you wouldn't have built faith. God is not done with you. He's just not finished preparing you. So they're not finished preparing you. Don't rush the process. Don't curse the season. Don't doubt the silence when God is quiet. It's not because he's absent. It's because he's observing. He's watching how you handle the test. He's watching if you'll trust him when you can't trace him. He's watching if you'll keep your praise, even when the trust is, even when the promise looks impossible. And when the time comes, when that divine moment arrives, everything that broke, you will make sense. Every sleepless night, every closed door, every painful goodbye, it will all be part of your story of how God turned your struggle into strength, how he turned your pain into power and your waiting into win. So hold on, don't give up. Keep believing, because the struggle you're in right now is not the end. It's the evidence that your breakthrough is on the way. It's the sign that God is still working. It's the proof that destiny is calling your name. And when it's your time, the world will see what heaven already knew, that you were chosen, that you were called, and that the struggle was never to destroy you. It was to prepare you for the glory that's coming your way.